Great. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. It is approximately 3:30 p.m. I am now calling the Joint Special Call Budget and Finance and Special Call Committee of the whole meeting to order. Councilors, were you able to look at the minutes for the last meeting?
Yes. I move approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
That passes. Next is consideration of the consent agenda. Do any councilors have any items they would like to place on consent? Councilor Abbott?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to put items 7 and 8 on consent. They're on page 2 and 3.
Okay, thank
I
you.
don't have any other items to add. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I know the mayor's office withdrew item number 6.
So I move approval for the consent agenda.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
That passes. First item, item number 4. Also, if you have any items that were placed on consent, you may now leave, or you could just stay and have some fun with us. The first item is item 4, an ordinance approving and authorizing the mayor to execute a paving reimbursement agreement with Jefferson County, Alabama. This will provide improvement to Grants Mill Road between I-459 and State Route 119, located in the city of Birmingham. This is part of a Jefferson County resurfacing project to include milling, resurfacing, and other necessary repairs to the road bed and the placement of the final paved surface. The city's share of the cost to be $500,000 for the portion of the roadway located in the city of Birmingham.
Move the item.
Second.
Hey, how are you? Can you state your name?
Hey, my name is Samuel Parsons. I serve as an engineer in the Department of Transportation. I am representing Director James Fowler. So, just off the cuff, this is a really unique project in which a road that the city of Birmingham was already going to pave a portion thereof has been targeted by the county to pave not just that portion, but surrounding portions, a longer segment, if you will, of Grants Mill Road between Highway 119 and 459. So this was scheduled to be paved in an upcoming paving project, but the county approached us with an offer to pave it and a larger portion of it that kind of bends in and out of city limits, and we split with county jurisdiction and city limits, and they'll pave it at a much more favorable rate than we would have been able to bid out ourselves. So kind of unique project. Wanted to take advantage of it when the county offered, and that's why we're here.
Okay, thank you. Any councilors have any questions?
Yes.
Councilor Abbott?
I wanted to ask if this is anywhere in the vicinity of Lake Purdy.
It is.
I see we have a map and Lake Purdy isn't on it, so I assume that it's really far away from this, the lake.
That's a great question. Lake Purdy actually doesn't show up on that map. Looks like the lakes weren't, or water features weren't included on that map. But down near 119, the segment between Rex Lake Road in the middle of the map and 119 in the bottom right corner of the map, that big pink shaded area, that's where Lake Purdy is.
So you actually gave us a map that doesn't show our drinking water source on it?
It looks like it.
You know, we need a map that shows the lake.
Yes, indeed.
Because doesn't this road go over the lake that's the source of drinking water for our city?
It does indeed.
So that was really the reason that I took this off of consent, because I wanted to know how they're going to keep, what steps they're taking to keep from polluting our drinking water source, and when we might see that information, because clearly it wasn't provided here, but I certainly understand that they assumed that we didn't want to know, and we do, because it's our drinking water source. So could you please get us
Yes,
a
ma'am.
map that shows the lake?
Certainly.
Because this has been a huge issue certainly more so when I was first on the council than now, when everybody seems to have sort of forgotten about our drinking water. But polluting our lake is a big deal. So I think that the council, at least one member of the council, wants to be assured that the county is being very careful. I mean, most of them are probably drinking the same water, but there are a lot of people who just think it's all somebody else's problem. It's our problem, especially if something happens to it.
Certainly.
So, by the time we see this on the council meeting, I certainly would like to see an accurate map
Certainly.
that shows what's happening, and then would like to hear about how the county is going to protect the water, because what I read was that it's being widened. Grants Mill Road is being widened
Not
and
this,
paved?
not this portion. A different portion further up the road, but not this portion.
Okay, well, good.
Correct me if I'm wrong, it's leading up into the portion that's not the city of Birmingham's portion.
That's correct. There's a portion of Grants Mill Road that will be widened in the city of Irondale, but that's a major state-funded project for down the road. This portion here involves no widening. It does involve some drainage repairs, which, going back to pollution control and erosion protection, this will involve some improvements to some of the damaged drains to make sure that some of the runoff isn't getting too easily into the tributaries going into Lake Purdy. But no lanes will be added here. It will be just a mill and resurface.
Good.
Just the Birmingham portion.
Just the Birmingham. And I realize not everybody is that interested in the water quality. Some are and some aren't. But if you look at the climate summit in Scotland, you'll find that some people are interested in us staying alive and some people are just interested in money. And that seems to be how it works. Anyway, so if we can be provided with those items before it comes to the council, I'm okay with approving this. But I would also like to see how the county is going to keep pollution, sediment, oil, grease, asphalt, millage, all that stuff out of the lake.
Yes, ma'am.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, President Alexander. Do you have any questions?
No, I will just echo Ms. Abbott and wanted to see those precautions or what steps will be taken by the county to ensure the safety or the quality of the water as this project progresses. And that's all for me.
Okay, thank you. And just so the public can know, when is the anticipated start date and end date?
Late February to early March, whenever the weather warms up and they can begin paving. And they expect it to extend until November. They'll have to do some preparatory work before. There's some really damaged portions of the road that require some legwork, but the paving should be wrapped up by November.
Okay, thank you so much. I think there was a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that passes. Thank you. Next item. Item number 5, a resolution pursuant to section 11-40-1, 11-43-55, 11-47-11, 11-47-19, and 11-47-218A 18 of the Code of Alabama, 1975, to authorize the mayor to expend funds and execute agreements at Black Tie event at the Harvard Center on December 10, 2021. To celebrate the 150th anniversary, the Birmingham Police Department, City of Birmingham, and the development of the Real-Time Crime Center. This event is being provided for the amusement of the inhabitants of the City of Birmingham to promote the resources of the city and its police department. Admission may be charged to recoup the city's costs for the event. The mayor is authorized to execute a contract with Center Management Incorporated for the use of facilities, catering, parking, security, and entertainment for the event in accordance with Birmingham General City Code 3-1-7.
Move the item.
Second.
Okay. How are you doing?
Good, hello, hello. So the police department.
I'm sorry, can you state your name and,
Lieutenant Mack with the police department.
okay, thank you.
Good afternoon. So we're wanting to host our Black Tie Masquerade Gala. Recently, October the 19th, we did an open house for city officials, and we have an upcoming open house for our Real-Time Crime Center for our federal partners, our other law enforcement. So this particular event, it'll kind of be like a combination. We'll be able to highlight the Real-Time Crime Center, celebrate the city's 150th anniversary. So we were just hoping to put on this event.
Okay. Do any counselors have any questions? Counselor Abbott?
I do. Two things jumped out at me, that this event is being provided for the amusement of the inhabitants of the city of Birmingham. How are the inhabitants of the city of Birmingham going to be amused? This doesn't sound like an amusing event.
Miss Abbott, we'll have Attorney Roberts speak to that because that's in the city code. I think that's just standard language that's in a lot of our agreements between the council and the mayor.
Okay.
I'll just
and
let him answer that.
Before he speaks, also that admission may be charged. Who are we going to charge admission to and who are we not? Will it be the inhabitants of the city of Birmingham who are coming for amusement?
Yes, ma'am. 11-47-19 allows the city to put on park and recreational activities and events for the amusement of the inhabitants of the city. Section 1147-218 allows us to charge admission or provide tickets for sale for those events. And this is an event open to the public, subject to purchase of a ticket.
Do we really expect anyone to purchase a ticket? Any of the inhabitants of the city of Birmingham?
It will be open to anyone to purchase a ticket, right?
And how will they purchase those tickets?
So right now, the plan is to use Eventbrite for the ticket sales, and then that money will be deposited into the general funds.
Okay, so Eventbrite will handle the sale of the tickets, and,
Yes.
and the cost of the tickets is?
$60 a person or $5.25 per table.
I know that this is, we have all these sections that we're obeying, but when the public reads these things and they start calling council members to know what kind of amusement is involved in this, I sure wish that they had chosen some other wording besides amusement. And I realize there's nobody in this room that can fix that, but it's crazy. But anyway, those were all my questions.
President Alexander?
Yes, I just wanted to go back to the ticket sales. Once we approve this item, when would those tickets become available? Or do you know when Eventbrite would kick into place?
As soon as we receive the green light, we're going to go live with the site.
All right.
It's already ready, but it's like a behind-the-scene ready.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the item passes. And just for the record, item 4 passed, and we put item 7 and 8 on consent, and the mayor's office withdrew item number 6. Okay, now we are on to item number 9.
Madam Chair, I move for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. That ends our meeting.